Bad.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what our meteorologists say to do. Shelter in place, so you did the right thing. And just, how are you feeling right now experiencing this?
I'm a little shocked seeing like the amount of damage. We just saw things in our own backyard fall across, but then we saw like trees on actual houses, and that's like what made me really shocked.
And have you ever seen anything like this where you live?
Actually, like about 12 years ago, there was a really big storm, and it was pretty much a really similar result where like there's trees on cars, and we walked around and just saw the damage that it caused.
And now, what did you hear? And did you hear anything while this was transpiring? Because the tornado did touch down here in Gaithersburg.
I didn't know it actually touched down, but I did hear like a loud boom. But other than that, like nothing. Just a lot of rain and wind.
Well, Quinley, thank you so much for chatting with Fox 5, and glad to see that you and your family are safe out here. And do you know anything about what's going on up there?
There's a house that had a tree collapse onto it, and I believe some people did get injured, but other than that, I'm not too sure.
Okay, thank you. Well, we're going to walk up there right now to find out, so thank you so much. Nice to meet you. All right, so Kayla and Mike, we're going to make our way up the street, so I'll just let you guys follow me, and I'll tell you what we see. You can see we have Montgomery County Fire and Rescue here on scene, their special operations team. As we just heard, that there could be, down trees. We've seen that along the way. If you look at the ground, you can see sticks, debris, leaves just everywhere. And again, people just outside their home trying to figure out what's going on. And one road specifically that is shut off right now that I want to let you guys know is Deer Park Drive. If you're heading towards Deer Park Drive here in Maryland, very, very difficult to navigate. And actually at each block, you'll see that there are officers guarding and protecting and blocking off the streets. So it's very difficult to navigate. At this time, if you are out and about or know people who are trying to get home, it is best to avoid this area. It's a little loud out here. You can see fire trucks everywhere. We're seeing a lot of flashing lights. Washington Gas right here, obviously trying to pick up the pieces and help restore the damage. Oh, let's look at what's going on over here. Is that a tree down? It looks like it. Over here, and it looks like there's a family outside. Again, Washington Gas, but let's keep going up this way. There's a lot of lights over here. You can see there's a woman and her baby. They're just checking out what's going on. And again, according to reports online, we're seeing that there may be people trapped inside a home. So of course, hopefully they're okay. We're gonna go over on the sidewalk just because there's a lot of emergency vehicles coming and going in this area right now. So again, now we've counted 3 fire trucks. We see 4 Washington Gas vehicles out here. And again, traffic is really bad in this area right now, so that's why we're having to walk a ways. We had to park a ways away from the scene, but we're trying to get as close for our viewers to give you an up close and personal look at what's going on out here. Again, more down trees and branches, as you see right in front of that house right here. Hello. This is the Montgomery County Fire Rescue Medical Ambulance bus right here. Okay, we're getting closer to what appears to be the main focus of what's happening out here. So let's keep walking. My photographer, Jerry Lawler, is doing a great job. I know it's a lot of walking, so I'm just gonna be by his side. Alrighty. So more ambulances out here. We see fire. I'm gonna ask if they could tell us anything what's going on. Hello, firefighters. We're live on Fox 5 right now. I was just wondering, could anyone tell us what's going on out here? I know you guys aren't the PIO,
we have our PIO on the scene.
Okay.
He's down the block.
Which PIO is on the scene?
PIO Pete Perringer.
Pete Perringer. Okay, perfect. Great. All right, Jerry. Thank you. You know, in the news, there are certain people in different departments that are allowed and supposed to speak with the media. So when they said PIO, that's a public information officer. So we're going to make our way down to try to find Pete to see what he could tell us about what's going on. Let's talk to these neighbors here. Hello, how are you? I'm with Fox 5. We're actually live on air right now.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what's going on out here?
No, I live about a block down. I didn't see much. I didn't hear anything either. I just came down. I got a couple texts from my friends saying, oh my God, are you okay? We heard a house fell down. Not a house, a tree.
Gosh.
And I was like, I didn't hear or see anything, but I'll go check. And then I walk out and I see all of this.
And what's going through your head seeing all this?
Honestly, I'm just hoping the family's okay. I heard there were 9 people, and looks like everybody got out, so.
9 people inside a home?
Yes.
No.
Thankfully, looks like everyone got out, so I'm just hoping that they're doing okay, hoping that.
And so I'm assuming you saw the weather alerts, and do you know that a tornado did touch down here in Gaithersburg? What were you doing? Were you inside your home during that time? What did you see? What did you hear?
I was inside. I was kind of doing my own thing, so I didn't really see much. I just kept seeing the alerts and was just, okay, let me just stay inside and not go out where the tornado is.
That's the smart thing to do. And what's your name, sir?
Mario.
Mario, thank you so much for speaking with us. I appreciate it. We're going to head closer towards the scene to see what's going on. But thank you so much for that insight. I appreciate it. So you can see there, a lot of people know the right thing to do. Stay inside, duck. That's what a lot of people are saying here. And we're going to walk a little closer to the scene. As you just heard from Mario, he heard that maybe 9 people were trapped inside their home. We're waiting to confirm that from the public information officer here on scene. We're trying to find him right now. So for those of you who are just now joining us, we are here in Gaithersburg, Maryland. A tornado touched down here. You can see there's debris, leaves left behind. Hello, how are you guys? A lot of people, neighbors, monitoring, coming out to see what was going on. This isn't something you experience every day here in the DMV, of course. You can see there's utility crews, emergency crews out here to fix what's going on. A lot of time when there's strong winds, heavy rain, of course, there's electrical damage, potentially lights going out, damage to homes, trees falling, of course. All right, so let's go over to the sidewalk just to be safe here. Actually, there's no sidewalk. We don't want to step in these people's yard, but we'll just make our way this way, Jerry. Hello. Hello. Do you know where Pete Perringer is? No. The public information officer? Okay, we're going to keep making our way. Fire crew is just telling us to move out of the way here. Come this way? Okay. We're trying to stay on the...
They're getting ready to blow the breaker. You don't want
What are they about to do?
They're getting ready to blow the breaker. You don't want to be standing there. Go
Got
this way.
And why are they doing that, sir?
If you go right down there, you'll get all your questions answered.
Okay, is Pete down there?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's what we're looking for. Thank you. All right, we're going to stay on this just so you guys can see what's going on out here. Alrighty, so I am still making my way to find Pete Perringer so we can get more details about what's going on out here. Hi, do you know where Pete Perringer is?
Sorry?
Do you know where Pete Perringer is?
If you go on this side of the fire truck, I think he's talking to a whole bunch of people.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So this is an active scene, so we're working to get more information, so you guys are along with me while we try to get details confirmed. All right. You see there's kids out here. Right now we're at the corner of Dogwood Drive and Tulip Drive. You can see debris on the ground. Hello. It looks like Pete is doing a press conference, so we're going to join right now.
Sure. So I'll make a general statement here for everybody. I'm still live with on NBC4, but at this point we have had what we believe a tornado has struck in this area of Deer Park. We're in Gaithersburg, just off of Summit Avenue near North Frederick Avenue. This all started, the storms rolled through probably Poolsville area a little before 7 o'clock. There were a number of watches and warnings. We believe there were multiple tornadoes, Poolsville, Germantown, and Gaithersburg. And Alding, and we have had damage. In this particular neighborhood, not far from here, we're at Dogwood and Tulip. We've had 3 structures, one on Dogwood, one on Rolling Drive, and the other on Holly Drive. All 3 were trees struck a house. People were trapped. This one was the most significant as far as people trapped. We had 5 people in the home here on Dogwood. They were all removed by firefighters. Rescued by firefighters, and all 5 people have been transported to the hospital. One of them has traumatic injury. Again, this area has numerous wires down, debris in the roadway. We're still assessing the situation. And again, that's the latest here from Gaithersburg.
Do you have any other info on other regions in the county that were affected? Poolsville.
Yeah. So initially, the first warning was for northwest Montgomery County and Poolsville area, which we did have some pictures, in fact, of funnel clouds. I talked to some people during the storm, and they were hunkered down, and they did have some damage, none as significant as here. That continued. The storm apparently moved down towards the Soccerplex, Germantown area, continued to move towards Gaithersburg, a more populated area, and we have 3 homes in this neighborhood that have had significant damage. Again, people were trapped in all these houses. All this time, again, this is going into the 7:30, 7:45, and I believe the warning was extended to 8:15. All this time, there were also calls for lightning strikes, numerous car wrecks, wires down. Our communications center handled hundreds of calls in a relatively short period of time. But again, the most significant damage, as far as I know, that I've seen, is right here on Dogwood Street in Gaithersburg area.
Pete, let me ask you about the incident here. Is it the house behind you? Was it a tree down? Did the roof collapse? Did the structure collapse? What can you tell us about the particular incident?
Yeah, so if you look behind me there, that's the actually root structure there. Very large tree. Went through the center of the house, trapped some people. It looks like it was a bedroom. Of course, you can't tell the type of room it is now. They were trapped under there. A lot of debris. Our technical rescue team did come in here and were able to get them out along with the first responders from Gaithersburg. All of them had injuries. One had traumatic injury. But again, a very large tree crushed this house in this particular area. The other 2 homes nearby on Rolling Drive and Holly Drive, same fate, not as dramatic. We did rescue and remove some people from those homes as well, but I don't think that there were any serious injuries in those 2 instances. Otherwise, damage assessments are still being done, but I believe there's some in Olney area, up in the Poolsville, Germantown area, maybe some damage, but I'm not aware of any structure damages. You can go a couple blocks from here on North Frederick Avenue, in fact, see wires down and trees and debris along West Deer Park Road also, which is across Frederick Avenue.
Can you as far as a traumatic injury, can you elaborate on the injury? That person was pinned down. Can you also say, was it the tree that pinned that person down or part of the house? Can you elaborate on that?
No, I can't really. I don't know. But the tree crushed the house, so the tree and the house were on top of these people.
Can you say anything about the extraction operation? Was there anything in particular you could tell us about that? About how the team got them out, how long it might have taken, what the assets would have required?
So we had real good information from the get-go that people were trapped, the number of people, where they were trapped. So the first responders from the Gaithersburg station were able to get here very quickly. They were able to make some additional assessment, check the people, verified where they were. We did have assets from our technical rescue, which basically comes from Quince Orchard or Darnestown. So they have a rapid response to this area as well. They have a high level of expertise. They have lots of equipment. And they were able to get the people out relatively soon, maybe about 20 minutes. And again, we had the ambulance bus, I believe, is transporting them all to a local trauma center. Or at least one of them is going to a trauma center. Others are probably going to a local hospital. So, it went fairly smoothly, but we have the resources and we're able to accomplish that fairly quickly.
How many people were trapped?
5 people were in the house. They were all trapped, yeah.
Can you say anything?
In this particular house. The other 2 homes also had people trapped, not to this degree, but we assisted people out of the other 2 houses as well.
And their ages?
I don't have all that yet.
Okay. And did you say everyone was injured, or one person was pinned down? How many were rushed to the hospital?
All 5 were taken to the hospital. One had traumatic injuries, the other not so bad.
And could you say, forgive me if I missed this, but was this a tornado definitely touched down here, or was it heavy winds, or what do we know about what weather specifically caused this?
Yeah, I'm not a meteorologist, but we have to wait for them to assess it to determine that for sure. But we do have pictures of funnel clouds. The damage is indicative of what would be a tornado. And again, this is not the only spot where we have damage like this. I personally have a number of pictures of funnel clouds. So I don't know if it was the same storm or multiple funnel clouds, but Again, we have pretty good reason to believe it was a tornado that hit this area.
You saw some of these?
No, I got pictures.
Oh, pictures, okay.
And just, you've been with fire and rescue for years. Just what's going through your head seeing the damage out here?
Well, it's always, it has a huge impact on the community. Certainly, we're glad that everybody got out and is being taken care of. That's our main concern, everybody's safety. Now, I think there's a lot of danger as far as it's getting dark. There's lots of wires down, a lot of debris. It's a pretty dangerous situation for everyone, so we're asking people to stay away from this area. But if you see a wire down, just treat it as it's live. I think that the people during the warnings were well timed and good information came out. Multiple platforms people were alerted. I talked to a few people in the Poolsville area. They were hunkered down in the basement, so people, did their due diligence and sheltered out. So these people really had nowhere to go on the first floor of this house. But again, I think people heeded the warnings, and it proved that to be the case.
So they were on the first floor.
Yeah.
Two-story house? One story? Do you know?
I think it's just a one-story house.
Story, yeah.
Anything else you'd like to say, or
no,
things our viewers need to know? We're actually live on Fox 5 right now.
All right, good. No, just the fact that right now, going forward, it's very dangerous. I think because of the wires down and other debris. This neighborhood was particularly hard hit. We're still getting information in from other areas, Olney, Poolsville, Germantown in particular, even across Route 355, West Deer Park area had some damage that police officers were telling me about. So, but this area seems to be Deer Park neighborhood, which is off of Summit Avenue near Route 355, not far from the Gaithersburg City Hall, seems to have taken the brunt of it.
Well, Pete, thank you so much for speaking with Fox 5. We appreciate it. So those of you who are watching Fox 5's live severe coverage right now, I'm going to have my photographer, Jerry Lawler, show you the uprooted tree behind me. And according to Pete Peringer, the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Public Information Officer, who we just heard from, he said that a tree squashed the house. 5 people were trapped inside. Luckily, they were able to get them out smoothly within 20 minutes, but sadly, they were rushed to the hospital, all 5 of them with injuries. One of them was pinned down and severely hurt, so they obviously are dealing with traumatic injuries at this time and still recovering at the hospital. So, of course, during a situation like this, just thinking and praying for everyone to make sure that they are okay. Crews are still out here just assessing the scene. And again, Fox 5 will stay ahead and stay out here and let you know and keep you up to date with the very latest. So, Caitlin and Mike, we're going to toss it back into you.
Sierra, thank you. Thank you so much for just the detailed report and showing us everything that happened today with the tornadoes that we were tracking since 6:45 this
Right,
evening.
and that's the last thing we want to hear, right?
Yeah.
We never want to hear anybody injured in a tornado. Certainly hope that they're going to be all right. And there you have it behind us, that tornado that trekked right through Poolsville. That same storm, by the way, and I'll quickly show it, up in Baltimore right now. We're downtown Baltimore under a confirmed tornado warning at this hour. And look, we're about to wrap up on air here at Fox 5. But, Caitlin, we got a lot of coverage coming up for you tonight. You're going to want to stay tuned here. 10 and 11 o'clock, we're going to be out on the street.
Yep.
We're going to track some damage for you. We do think the severe threat is done for our area.
Yeah, we have no more active tornado warnings for our area, and we are not expecting to. Mike will show you radar real quick. It has cleared considerably, and this is still an ongoing problem for Baltimore, but the D.C. area, no warnings, and we're not expecting much more tonight, aside from a few showers.
No, but we are outlook tomorrow for more severe weather. We're
True.
certainly hoping. I mean, this is a rare day. This was quite an afternoon. Those were not small trees that Sierra had seen
No,
down.
that was a significant tornado,
Yeah.
or several significant tornadoes that we believe, which we'll be able to recap for tomorrow. But 10 o'clock tonight on Fox 5, extended coverage.
Yeah, absolutely. Join us tonight at 10.
We'll see you then.